Hey, nice to see you.
Yeah, same here.
So, how has
So,
your day been so far?
my day has been little hectic as yesterday my niece came at my place from
Hmm.
Gurugram. So we went to as I live in Mathura, so we went to the temple to have a vision of all the deities, right? So yesterday
Nice.
also it was really occupying day, and today I went to the school, and after coming from the school I was totally worn out. So anyhow, managed everything after the conversation. But yeah, thank you for the thank you for your
Superwoman.
concern. Thank you. Yeah.
So, what do you do? Like, do you have a day job?
Yeah, actually I'm a teacher by profession, but I have just started. It has
Oh,
been more than 3 months.
oh, wow. Okay. And what subject do you teach in school?
It's echoes, kind of English subject, and it's all about listening and speaking and the communication. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
So, what made you think that, okay, now I want to become a teacher?
It just happened all of a sudden, like I think it has been 4 months. So 4 months ago, I got my first job. So it was like you can say out of the blue, I got that
Hmm.
job. But the school was totally Hindi medium. And now I'm working in a very affluent school, and it's totally English medium. So for
Okay.
this school, for this job, I put in effort. Like I went
Hmm.
there, I appeared for the interview, and then I got selected over there. So I never imagined in my life that I will be doing this kind of job. I used to be a
Right.
housewife from the starting, from the day one when I since then I got married. But
Okay.
anyhow, like I'm really enjoying, but somewhere it's quite hectic because it's a
Yeah.
Herculean task, It's not an easy task. It's not a cakewalk. Maintaining everything, being a homemaker, everything you are maintaining and then going to the school. So yes, it's a big job. And then you have to be healthy as well,
Hmm.
maintaining everything, and then yeah, so I'm doing things, you can say, wholeheartedly. Now I'm totally contented with the things whatever I'm doing, but sometimes because we don't know, sometimes we feel a little low, and
Hmm.
that's a very normal thing. Yeah, but
You know,
overall
when
I'm enjoying.
you were telling me this, what has been happening throughout your life. And I could actually link it to what happened with my sister-in-law. Not
Okay.
my not my real brother, my
Hmm.
dad's sister's son's wife. Okay.
Okay.
So she was also a housewife. She had two kids. And then all of a sudden, she decided, after 10 years of marriage, she
Hmm.
decided, let me go and get my B.Ed degree. So she
Okay.
got her B.Ed degree, and but she doesn't teach in a school. Have you heard of this thing called UC Mass?
No, I haven't.
It's this thing where it's completely based on math.
Okay.
Okay, and teachers they teach the students how to use an abacus,
Okay. Okay.
and
Hmm.
it's a big thing in India. They have conventions and everything all over India. So she does that. So she's also, housewife, plus she goes to places to teach, plus she has online sessions. So she
Yeah.
also does everything all at once.
Yeah, but it takes a lot of efforts, and
I
beforehand
agree.
that willingness that push you forward to do something in your life, meaning you should always be, I can say that's a word, optimistic. Yeah.
Absolutely. I agree with you. And you have your own YouTube channel.
Yeah.
That's another impressive thing that you do. So for how long
Yeah.
have you had your YouTube channel?
I can say in the month of July I'm going to complete 4 years on YouTube.
Wow.
Yeah,
Okay.
but for 1 year I just stopped everything. Meaning in my second year I stopped everything. Not a single video I made. You can say
Hmm.
out of being underconfident, I just stopped everything. And in second year again I bounced back and making my solo videos. I initiated this journey by making my solo videos. That time I was really tentative. Meaning 4 years ago, a kind of mediocre you can say, always brimmed with the inhibitions. But anyhow, just because of my passion that you can say that pushed me forward to do something, somewhere a kind of ignition I had. And from that day I had been making my videos, and it has been I think 10 months I had been making my conversational videos as I started connecting with the people, and I gained confidence that time. When we talk with the people, so I think it's a different kind of confidence level we get, and we elevate that at the same moment, because it's a big job, talking with people by via video call, and then yes, going out and talking with the people in person. It's also a challenging thing and a big task.
Hmm.
Why? Because I like studied like my all the subject, everything. It was in Hindi, right? And I never ever put in efforts to get into that, meaning to converse with the people. I never had this much courage.
Right.
I always used to be meek and submissive earlier, meaning 3 years ago, 4 years ago as well, when I initiated my this journey of making videos. So I can say by speaking with the people, I just have amplified my confidence level. And I would not say I'm really regular. I'm quite erratic because I don't get time. It has been 4 or 5 months. I am not really, regular with the videos and talking with the people. I'm not really regular, even on audio call as well. But anyhow, I'm maintaining. And I think that kind of connection with this English linguist, whenever I know that I have to speak with the people in English, so my mind says that time, it just says that, okay, now you just adhere with this, stick with this language, okay? But sometimes, off and on, like I just get slip of tongue and I just switch into Hindi. But most of the time, I just make sure that I have to, stick with English. Yeah.
I must say that for someone who is from the Hindi medium background, I've had a lot of students who are from the Hindi medium background, and I know that um, their childhood, their schooling, family, friends, all of that would happen in Hindi, right?
Hmm.
And I must say that I'm really proud of you because you speak so well.
Thank you.
Okay,
Thank you.
your language skills is impeccable. Okay,
Thank
I
you so.
love the fact that you know when to use the correct words. I mean, in the way, I'm not saying that you're using the correct normal words. You are using complicated words. Words that have meaning, but not a normal meaning. It has, so like, for example, when you said that now I have to adhere to this, right?
Mm-hmm.
Normal people wouldn't use the word adhere,
Mm-hmm.
right? Because they wouldn't know. So I highly appreciate that you even know when to use these kinds of words in your speech. And that is really impressive, coming from a Hindi medium background. And on top of that, you also make videos in English. You go out and you speak with people in English. You know, it seems like you should be like, you should be really proud of yourself.
Yes, I do. And I am. I
You
am.
should
Because
be.
it is you, sorry for the interruption. It is you who has to believe in yourself, value yourself.
Absolutely.
If you're not valuing yourself, if you're not respecting yourself, the efforts, you're not respecting yourself, so it's of no use. That time it's totally futile, because if you are respecting yourself, you are understanding that you are something, you are a significant personality, then things are going to be really well, and people will also reciprocate in the same way. But if you are not, if you are always thinking that I'm a small fry, so I think it's hollow.
And you are a perfect example of, this thing where people say that, I'm from a Hindi medium background, or I'm from a Punjabi medium background, or I'm from a Marathi medium background, so I don't think I will be able to learn English, and so on and so. They come up with these excuses,
Yeah, right.
right? And you're a perfect example of exactly that. That is an excuse.
Exactly. I really believe I concur with this. Yeah.
Take that excuse away, right?
Yeah.
You cannot say that just because you come from a certain medium background that you cannot learn another language. That's
Yeah.
nonsense.
Exactly.
One more thing,
Mm-hmm.
you and I are not very different. You know how? I was actually born and raised in Cape Town, South Africa. Okay.
Okay.
I came to India when I was in standard five. Now, when we moved here, I we moved to Mumbai. Now, in
Mm-hmm.
Mumbai, whatever school you join, Three languages are compulsory in all schools. One is English, Hindi, and Marathi.
Yeah.
I had never spoken or heard a word of Hindi or Marathi in my life. And I had 4 months to
Okay.
learn both of the languages. But
Hmm.
I managed, and I can converse with anyone fluently in Hindi and Marathi.
Yeah, but it has been, I think, long years, long time, right?
Yeah, it has been a long.
Yeah. See, when you dedicate this much timing, so yes, it makes a big sense. And
It does.
you have been doing that. So yeah, the result is quite appearing. It's that time it's evident.
Yeah. Because see, I'm a native English speaker, which means that I had no other, no other language when I was growing up. Uh, Native with English, and my second language was Afrikaans. So Hindi
Okay.
is my third language, and Marathi is my fourth language.
Okay.
But
Polyglot.
but if you want to have a conversation with me in Hindi, I can have without any problem. I can have a fluent conversation with you in Hindi.
Wow.
So
Great.
so yeah, I think I know about six languages.
Hmm. Wow, that's really impressive.
So, what kind of comments do you get from your viewers when it comes to conversational videos?
That one thing that you noticed that I use complicated words. So many people they have said this to me so far, and this is why they really enjoy watching my videos. But I would not say that I'm a really big YouTuber. I'm not this much, significant in that way. I'm not like downgrading myself, but in that sense, I'm saying. And sometimes I get derogatory comment as well, meaning in the sense like there was a time I think 2 3 months ago. I don't remember. It's quite. I would say it's in wake because the thing was, when we are meeting for the very first time, like this way, we are meeting for the very
Mm,
first time. So it's not about always, going on any topic specific, concrete topic, right?
right,
So they were like kind of having the complaint that you always, talk about, journal talk, you're talking normal talk. There is no topic here in your videos like this way. And something differently, he was like messaging that time, that particular personality. So it was totally, I can say, that time somewhere I got really hurt. But other moment, I just like, okay, let it be. It has nothing to do with, my mindset and whatever I'm doing and I have been doing. There are few people, they always, they will try to downgrade you, condescend you anyhow. So no matter whatever you are doing, just appreciate yourself. If somebody is not appreciating, or the person from whom you are expecting that they appreciate you, and you're not getting that kind of encouragement from those people, it's okay, no worries. Just believe in yourself and be focused with your work and do it
can I tell you one
wholeheartedly.
thing?
Yeah.
Tell you one thing. No matter what you do in your life, okay, especially when it comes to you being on a platform, as an example, YouTube, right?
Mm-hmm.
YouTube is accessed by billions of people,
Right.
right? And no matter how well you are doing, no matter what you do, okay, even if you are uploading videos about helping other people, you will always find those two or three people who will always have something negative to say.
Yeah.
It is up to us not to take it to heart because it
Right.
doesn't matter what they say,
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
right?
exactly.
What that person says is not going to change who you are.
Right.
And who you are is a brilliant person. So always keep that in mind. And I
Yeah.
think you are doing very, very well. Okay.
Thank you.
If, let's say, for example, if you're using complicated words, okay, um, and maybe some of your audience members are pointing that out. So, what I would say is that whenever you are using complicated words, okay, just for them, just to benefit them,
Mm-hmm.
just say that the word that I use in this is the meaning, and
Mm-hmm.
this is how you can use it in this context.
Yeah.
So it will be easier for them to understand.
Exactly.
Okay. So they will learn more from you because now they will gain even more insight and they will gain even more confidence. Reason being, this person who came from a Hindi medium background is speaking so fluently, is speaking so beautifully. Why can't I do it? And you will inspire them.
Yeah, of course. Thank you. Thank you for the suggestion. Yeah.
So, I think we've reached 15 minutes. Do you want to extend the session or do you want to
Yeah,
end it?
a little bit, a bit.
Okay,
Yeah. I would like to ask a few questions. Let's say
sure,
regarding English language, or
sure.
we can take any scenario. There are so many people. In fact, whether it's your immediate family, relatives, right, and
Hmm.
somewhere it could be anyone, like your neighbor, anyone, your friends, one of your friends. So if you are succeeding in your life, so somewhere they are not liking that, and they try to condescend you, right? That's kind of cocky personality,
Hmm.
and they must be downgrading you. Somewhere they are pointing out your flaws.
Hmm.
Okay, always try to dominating you. Okay, so what kind of point of view you can put over here? What is your stance over here upon these people whosoever does such kind of things and who are having such kind of traits?
One simple word that my mother always taught me, ignore.
I was thinking inside the same word.
Because see, one thing we cannot do
Mm-hmm.
is we cannot change the mindset of other people.
Mm-hmm.
The other thing we cannot do is we cannot change what is going to come out of someone's mouth,
Yeah.
right? So, for example, if you find someone, let's say, as an example, someone who for 30 or 35 years of his life has looked down on females and always thought that, males are dominant, you can't change that person's mindset.
Mm-hmm.
So, you as a strong personality, you as a strong woman, even though you are succeeding, even though you are doing well at life, even though you are doing so many good things, that person is still going to look down. So what do? You ignore. Why? Because when you ignore, you show that you are better than that person. Simple as that.
Yeah, but sometimes it's little difficult.
It is.
It's a hard nut to crack. Why? Because if the person is your family members, immediate relatives, so that time we have to first of all we need to be with them, in some moments, some situations, and there they are behaving in this way, and we need to tolerate such kind of personalities behavior. So that
True.
time it becomes little harder.
It does. It does. But then again, um, learn to ignore. And then at the same time, tell them that, okay, if you don't like what I'm doing, then just leave me alone. Let
See,
me do what
sometimes
I'm
they are
doing.
really outspoken, they're really
Yeah.
blunt,
You will find
they
you
pass
will
such
find
a
such
such
people.
a derogatory comments, I can say. Yes, this happens
You
nowadays.
will find such people.
Yeah, nowadays it's really rampant. We
Yeah.
just come across such kind of personalities. Yeah.
You will always find those kinds of people. You will always find those kinds of people. See, even if you take the two great personalities of India, Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam
Mm-hmm.
and Ratan Tata, right?
Yeah.
These people, they dedicated their lives to helping other people. Hmm?
Mm-hmm.
But if you go online, you will find so many people who hated them. Hated
Right.
them for what? What wrong did they do in their lives? Mr. Ratan Tata, before passing away, he
Hmm.
gave all of his wealth to charity,
Yeah.
right? He had no offspring. He
Mm-hmm.
gave all of his wealth to charity.
Right.
APJ Abdul Kalam, he fought for peace in India,
Mm-hmm.
right? He, being the person that he was, he always stood for let's unite. Let there not be this fights between Hindus and Muslims and Christians. let's unite, right?
Yeah.
But still you found people who hated him. For what? Right? And we are not, see, you and I, compared to these people, you and I are nothing, right? You and I are
Hmm.
nothing. And if I go online now onto Twitter and I type in at or hashtag Nootan Deep, okay, I won't get that amount of traction, right? But if I type in hashtag Ratan Tata, millions of people would read what I said,
Yeah,
right?
right.
And if me as one person saying one hateful thing about such a big personality, it's as if I'm I being as a family member is hating on maybe the father of the nation,
Yeah.
right? He has helped so many people, but you will still find people who hate him. Hate him for what? No reason. Just, I don't like him.
Hmm.
Why? Because he's
Exactly.
successful? Because he made more money than you?
Hmm.
Is that the reason you hate him?
Could be any reasons. Yeah. If they are disliking, they are disliking.
But remember one thing, even though a personality like Mr. Ratan Tata had so many haters, he never stopped until his last breath.
Yeah, that's true.
He didn't say that, I have millions of haters, I'm going to stop whatever I'm doing. No, he
Hmm.
worked until he died.
Wow, great. Okay, then let's call it a day.
Let's call
And
it a
it
day.
was really enthralling conversation with you, and I thoroughly enjoyed talking with you. Thank you.
It's been a pleasure speaking with you. It's been a pleasure meeting such a strong woman, you know, such a strong personality such as yourself. All I must say, I'm proud of you. Keep up the
Thank
good
you.
work, and you are doing an amazing job. I wish you
Thank
all
you.
the
Thank you.
best.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you for your
You're very
kind words.
welcome.
Thank you. Okay,
Have a
then.
good evening. Bye bye.
Good evening. Bye bye.